Ladies and gentlemen, champions in the making, I want you to hear me and hear me well. Success is not about how you feel. It's not about those fleeting moments of inspiration when the fire burns bright in your chest. It's not about motivation, because motivation is a visitor. It comes and goes as it pleases. But discipline is the key that unlocks the door to your greatness. You see, too many people wait for the perfect moment, the perfect feeling, the perfect motivation to take action. But let me tell you something. If you wait for motivation, you'll be waiting a long time. You will never always feel like doing what needs to be done. But discipline steps in when motivation taps out. Discipline says, I don't care how you feel, we're doing this anyway. Do you ever see a successful person and think, man, they must be so motivated? No, they are disciplined. When the alarm clock rings at 5 a.m., motivation tells you 5 more minutes. Discipline says, get up, there's work to do. When the world tells you, you deserve a break, discipline reminds you, you haven't earned it yet. You've got to condition yourself to show up whether you feel like it or not. Champions don't wait for the mood to be right. They create the mood through action. You don't get fit by working out when you feel good. You don't build wealth by saving when it's convenient. You don't master a skill by practicing when it's easy. You build, you grow, you win by showing up every single day, rain or shine. Let me ask you, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to change your life? Because if your answer is bad enough, then you will find a way. And that way is called discipline. That way is called commitment. That way is called doing what needs to be done long after the excitement has faded. You see, the people who succeed at the highest level are not the ones who are the most gifted, the most talented, or the most motivated. They are the ones who are the most disciplined. They are the ones who understand that the mind is a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs training. And discipline is that training. There will be days when you don't feel like it, days when your mind tells you to quit, days when every bone in your body screams for rest. But that's the moment you dig in. That's the moment you push forward. That's the moment you show yourself who you really are. Because the truth is this, anyone can start. Anyone can be fired up in the beginning. But discipline is what keeps you going when the fire dims, when the crowd stops cheering, when the excitement fades. Discipline is what turns dreams into reality. So, I challenge you today, stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Get up, get moving, get disciplined, because your success, your greatness, your destiny, they don't depend on how you feel. They depend on what you do. And when you make discipline your foundation, nothing can stop you. Now go out there and make it happen. Motivation is like a spark. It ignites quickly but burns out just as fast. It's the rush you feel after watching an inspiring video or hearing an uplifting speech. But what happens when that feeling fades? Too many people rely on motivation to get things done, only to find themselves stuck when the excitement disappears. That's why discipline is the real game changer. Discipline isn't about feelings, it's about commitment. It's the decision to move forward no matter what. A person driven by discipline doesn't need motivation because their actions are not based on emotions, but on habits. They wake up and do what needs to be done, whether they feel like it or not. Success isn't about bursts of inspiration. It's about showing up every single day. That's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. The key is to build habits and routines that keep you moving forward, even on the days when motivation is nowhere to be found. When you understand that motivation is temporary, but discipline is permanent, you take control of your future and become unstoppable. The world doesn't reward people who start strong but fade away. It rewards those who stay the course, who show up every day no matter how they feel. Think about the greatest athletes, entrepreneurs, and artists. They didn't achieve success overnight. They got there by being consistent. It wasn't one great performance, one smart investment, or one lucky break that made them successful. It was years of showing up, practicing, failing, learning, and improving. Consistency compounds. It takes small daily efforts and turns them into extraordinary results over time. The problem is that most people give up when they don't see immediate results. They work hard for a few weeks, and when success doesn't come knocking, they stop. But consistency means pushing through even when progress seems slow. It means doing the work even when no one is watching. It's easy to put in the effort when you're excited, but real winners keep going when the excitement fades. Consistency isn't flashy, but it's the foundation of every success story. When you commit to being consistent, you put yourself on the path to greatness. If you only acted when you felt like it, you would never accomplish anything significant. Feelings are unreliable. They change based on circumstances, moods, and external influences. Some days you'll feel energized and ready to conquer the world. Other days you'll feel tired, discouraged, or unmotivated. But here's the truth. Feelings are irrelevant when it comes to success. Discipline is about making decisions based on your goals, not your emotions. Imagine a professional athlete who only trains when they feel like it. Would they ever reach the top? Of course not. They push through exhaustion, soreness, and self-doubt because their commitment is greater than their feelings. The same applies to any area of life, whether it's business, fitness, or personal development. The moment you stop allowing your feelings to control your actions, you take back your power. You start operating on a higher level, driven by purpose rather than mood. Success is about what you do, not how you feel. Discipline ensures that you take action regardless of your emotions, and that's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Success doesn't happen overnight, but momentum is what keeps you moving forward. Think of a train starting on the tracks. It begins slowly, struggling to gain speed, but once it picks up momentum, it becomes nearly unstoppable. Discipline is what fuels that momentum. Every time you show up, put in the work, and stick to your commitments, you are building momentum in your life. At first, it feels hard. Waking up early, sticking to a routine, and staying focused all require effort. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. Eventually, discipline becomes second nature, and success becomes a byproduct of your daily habits. The key is to start, even when it feels difficult. Each disciplined action compounds over time, creating unstoppable progress. Many people fail because they never allow momentum to build. They start and stop too often. But those who stay consistent, even through challenges, eventually find themselves in a rhythm where success becomes inevitable. Discipline gets you started, but momentum keeps you going. Once you build that momentum, nothing can stop you from reaching your goals. Every successful person has faced resistance. Whether it's self-doubt, fear, fatigue, or external challenges, resistance is a constant companion on the journey to success. But winners don't let resistance stop them. They push through. They understand that obstacles are part of the process and that the only way to succeed is to keep moving forward despite them. Most people stop at the first sign of struggle. They tell themselves, maybe this isn't for me, or I'll try again when things are easier. But things will never be easy. There will always be reasons to quit. But there are also reasons to keep going. Discipline helps you fight through resistance by making action a non-negotiable. It eliminates the option of quitting. When resistance shows up, the disciplined person keeps going, knowing that breakthroughs come only to those who refuse to give up. Champions are not people who never face difficulties. They are people who refuse to surrender to them. If you want to win, you must act despite resistance, every single time. Success is more mental than physical. Your mindset determines your results. If your mind is weak, your actions will be inconsistent. That's why training your mind is just as important as training your body or learning new skills. The greatest athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders don't just work on their craft, they work on their mindset. They feed their minds with positivity, discipline their thoughts, and refuse to entertain negativity. They don't allow excuses, doubts, or distractions to take over. Instead, they train themselves to focus, to believe, and to execute no matter the circumstances. A strong mind leads to strong actions, and strong actions lead to extraordinary success. Excitement is the easy part. When you start something new, you're full of energy, eager to go all in. But what happens when that excitement fades? Most people quit. True commitment means sticking to your goals long after the excitement wears off. It means showing up on the days when you'd rather rest, pushing forward when the results aren't immediate, and staying the course when challenges arise. The people who succeed aren't the ones who were the most excited at the beginning. They're the ones who stayed committed even when things got tough. Every great achievement is built on a foundation of discipline. Dreams remain dreams without action. Talent without discipline is wasted potential. Discipline is the bridge that takes you from where you are to where you want to be. It's the silent force that turns vision into reality, goals into accomplishments, and struggles into triumphs. The moment you embrace discipline as a way of life, you unlock the door to your full potential. You stop relying on external motivation and start taking full responsibility for your future. Discipline is not a restriction, it is freedom. It gives you control over your destiny. And when you master it, you master life itself. At the end of the day, success is not about how motivated you feel, it's about what you consistently do. Motivation is temporary. It comes in waves and disappears just as fast. But discipline is what carries you forward when the excitement fades, when the road gets tough, and when every part of you wants to quit. It is the secret weapon of champions, the foundation of every great achievement, and the force that turns dreams into reality. Those who wait for motivation will always be at the mercy of their emotions, stuck in cycles of inconsistency and regret. But those who build discipline take control of their future. They show up, put in the work, and push forward regardless of circumstances. They understand that success is not about intensity, it's about consistency. So I challenge you today, stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start training yourself to show up every day no matter what. Commit to discipline, embrace the struggle, and trust the process. Because when you choose discipline over motivation, you don't just achieve success, you become unstoppable. Now go out there and make it happen.